Guys, quick question. Who was your Ghanaian player of the week? Let me know your answers down below in the comments. For me, I would have to give it to Abdul Fattah Issahaku. He scored a goal, gave Leicester City 3 points, created something out of nothing. So for me, my Ghanaian player of the week goes to Abdul Fattah Issahaku. But then let me hear from you. Who was your Ghanaian player of the week? But in today's video, I want us to talk about Tariq Partey. This might come as a shock to you, but then there is a high possibility of him not making Ghana's squad for the upcoming 2026 World Cup qualifiers. And I'm here to tell you the reasons why. We're also going to talk about Kwasi Sibo and his performance against Real Madrid. Is it enough to earn him a call-up to the national team? Let me hear from you on that. And also, I'm going to show you a video of him talking about the game against Real Madrid. He talked about the game before he even played it. So we are going to take a look at that video. And also talk about alidu. It's been 9 months, but finally he's back from injury. And we are going to talk about him. Is he going to make the squad? Because Otto is going to name the squad this week. We are going to talk about that. And also talk about latest transfer update concerning Tariq Lamptey's move to Fiorentina amongst many others. So please make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it and begin with Tariq Partey. He featured in his second Spanish La Liga game for Villarreal against Girona. Villarreal won that game by 5-0. And currently, Villarreal sits on top of the Spanish La Liga table. It is too early to say that they are going to win the league, but it's not too early to say that Tariq Partey joined the right club. Look, 7 goals out of 2 games, and they have not even considered 1 goal. It's not easy for a club like Villarreal to be doing that at the early stages of the league. So currently in Spain, Villarreal is the best team. And imagine playing against Villarreal. First half, they're already scoring 1, 2, 3, and they're bringing in a player in the second half, and they're bringing Tariq Partey. Won't you be afraid? If I was the opposition team, I would be afraid because you are bringing in Tariq Partey, experience, expertise. He knows how to control the midfield. And he showed that in the 2 games he has played for Villarreal so far. So for me, I'm going to say this. He has gone to the right club. I know a lot of people were talking that, oh, he was going to the wrong club. Why would he leave Arsenal to Villarreal? We are all seeing it now. Villarreal were doing good before Tariq Partey came in. With Tariq Partey, they are even playing better. You understand my point? So guys, it's all good for Tariq Partey. He played extremely well. I was impressed with his performance. But one would be asking, would he be part of the national team? Because we have World Cup 2026 qualifiers to play against Chad and Mali. Would Tariq Partey be part of the squad? This might come as a bad news to a lot of us, but then let me explain. There's a high possibility that he will not be part of the squad. We all know Tariq Partey is facing 5 charges of rape and 1 on sexual assault against 3 women. On 5th of August, he went to court and he denied all those charges. Now, the court was adjourned and he's scheduled to appear in court on the 2nd of September. Guess what? Ghana has a game against Chad on the 4th of September. You and I know it's not possible. About the proximity of the game Ghana is going to play and the time Tariq Partey has his court hearing is too close. So there is a high possibility he will not be part of the squad because he has to attend to his own legal issues. Because it's not easy for Tariq Partey. He needs to clear his name. So as of now, his main focus, his main priority would be to clear his name even before football. It is good that he's balancing both, playing for Villarreal and also trying to clear his name. But the time Ghana is going to play the football and his court hearing is too close. So guys, this is the reason why I believe there is a high possibility of him not making the squad. But then let me know what you think about it. I'll be shocked if he makes the squad because, I mean, it's not easy for a player to go to a court hearing and not come and join the Black Star team. There'll be less time for him to do training with the team. There'll be less time for him to gel with the rest of the team because definitely there'll be new players in the squad. I believe this is the opportunity for Otto to give that chance to another player. But then guys, this is it with Tariq Partey. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. Now let's move away from Tariq Partey and talk about Kwasi Sibo, who played very well against Real Madrid. A lot of people were like, he did not play well. If you are Kwasi Sibo playing a Real Ovodio or Real Ovadio, then would you play well against Real Madrid? Real Madrid dominated that game from start to finish. But what he did that impressed me was that he had a clear chance to score a goal. It's just rather unfortunate that he hit the woodwork, because if he had scored, they will all know that Kwasi Sibo is not a small player. He played very well. That whole game was centered around him because he's a central midfielder. He takes that ball, he scans, and even before he passes the ball, there are players around him. Real Madrid players were surrounding him every single time because he was the pivotal player for Real Ovodio. So for me, it was just sad that he was not able to express himself like he would. But then, I want you to watch a video of him when he came to Ghana quite recently. And what he said about this particular game, he says that amongst all the games that will be played in the Spanish La Liga, the one that he's looking to perform very well in was the one that was played yesterday against Real Madrid, and he did not disappoint. So guys, let's check out this video.
Say when your promotion about La Liga. Dream game dia. What didn't want say hey game we there? They be Barcelona set. One me bo. Dream game dia. Any we say.
Me am a team I'm a supporter from childhood Madrid.
Madrid. Where Madrid ni? It say dream game no say Oviedo Madrid.
Me be Mbappe na channel.
Mbappe na channel ba ko be. Sa game no afiyie ye nyina ye be he time bo me say dia. We be say dia ye be he sa game no. Open Mbappe na channel.
So guys, you have heard from Kwasi Sibo and what he had to say about that game. This video was weeks ago, so I'm not surprised with his performance. Look, you can say whatever you're going to say, but I'm going to say this. That performance for me was okay. But is it enough to earn him a call-up to the national team? That is the big question. I don't know if Otto will say, okay, I want to give you a chance because of the fact that he played against Real Madrid. But for me, you're playing against one of the best teams in the Spanish La Liga, and you are just a newbie in the Spanish La Liga. So it would be very difficult for them to maneuver their way out of, a situation like that. But for me, the highlight of the whole thing was when he exchanged his jersey with Mbappe. For me, that was it. Because, look, you're exchanging your jersey with one of the best players in the world. That is it. So for me, I think Kwasi Sibo, if I want to give my opinion on this, he should end a call-up. If Partey will not be readily available, let's give this boy a shot. Let's see something. You understand? So guys, this is my own takes on Kwasi Sibo, and you have seen everything. But let me ask you, is his performance enough to earn him a call-up to the national team? Now let's move away from Kwasi Sibo and talk about other players who featured for their club side over the weekend. I want us to talk about alidu. He's back from injury. It's been 9 months when he picked up an ACL injury. He's back and he played for Rennes. He played that game only 18 minutes and he was rated 7.2. He played only 18 minutes, coming in as a sub, and he played only 18 minutes and he was rated 7.2. Alidu is that guy. Me, I'm excited that he's back because it gives us more option in that back line there, because he's that guy for us. Very aggressive, very enterprising, very industrious whenever he plays for the national team. But is he going to make the squad? Because for me, it is too early. He just came back. Will Rennes be willing to, let him go, or do like to study him and use him studying? But then, guys, this is the latest update concerning alidu. He is back from injury. It's been 9 months, but finally he's back. Next player is Felix, and we all talked about him quite recently, saying that he left Cremonese to another club in the Turkish second-tier league, playing for Ahmetspor. They played against Sivasspor, where they won that game. But then he played only 10 minutes. In his debut, he played 10 minutes. There were quite some moments in that game where I felt like the player is doing well. It's just a matter of time. He's going to go into the team and probably start. But then, guys, he made his debut for Ahmetspor and played against Sivasspor. They won that particular game. Now, let's jump from all this and talk about some latest transfer updates. Now, with the transfers, I want to begin with addo. Looking at the way he has already started performing for Leicester City, don't be surprised at the clubs that are already following him. We already know of Everton. We already know of, Aston Villa, who are already interested in the player. A lot of teams have shown interest in addo. Even Sunderland, they have already submitted a bid and has been rejected. What I'm hearing, according to reports, this is a rumor. Liverpool have shortlisted players they are looking to sign. That is if some of their players leave. And Abdul is part of the shortlisted players. Yes, Liverpool are still monitoring Abdul That is if just in case one of their forwards leave, they are going to go in for Abdul Let me know what you think about it. For me, he's not going to start in Liverpool, but then he would be a very good player for Liverpool, especially coming on as a sub. But would you advise the player to go to Liverpool when the opportunity comes? Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Next player I want us to talk about when it comes to transfers is Tariq Lamptey. Tariq Lamptey quite recently extended his contract with Brighton and Hove Albion until 2026. Now, when he extended that contract, he was injured. The good news is that he's back, but so far he has not really played, a lot of games for Brighton and Hove Albion in the English Premier League. But the thing is, currently there are a lot of clubs interested in the player. Clubs from Turkey, clubs from the Italian Serie A, and also clubs from the English Premier League. As I'm speaking to you now, Fiorentina are in talks with both Tariq Lamptey and also Brighton and Hove Albion to sign the player. If Tariq Lamptey agrees on everything, he's going to sign until 2030. Now, Fiorentina sees Tariq Lamptey as a replacement for Dodo, who just got injured. They want him to come in and replace the player. Then they are likely to pay an amount of 6 million euros for Tariq Lamptey, but then talks are still ongoing for the player. Tariq Lamptey to Fiorentina, do you think it's a good move or a bad move? For me, I think it's a good move. Fiorentina are very good playing in Europe, especially in the Conference League. They're always close to winning it. Look, they have Moises Kean up front there. It's going to be a very good one for Tariq Lamptey. I want to see him move to another club so that he can play and let's see something. But I'm just happy his back is fit and he will be readily available for the national team. That is only if he's available for it. But then, guys, that is the latest update concerning Tariq Lamptey. His move to Fiorentina. Talks have already begun with the club and also with the player. If he agrees, he's going to sign until 2030. And the total package of this particular transfer, according to rumors, is 6 million euros. Last one has to do with Afriyie. We talked about his move on loan to a club in the Belgium second-tier league called Al-Louvel. Yes, he has joined the club and you can see his unveiling video live here. I'm just happy for him because Arkidase have made it known to him that he needs to develop somewhere. If he's at the club, he's not going to get regular game time. So go and develop somewhere. We are still observing, we are still monitoring you. When the right time comes, we are bringing you back to the club. And it's good for the player because now he can be observed by the coach and also by his club. I mean, Otto, which is excellent. And Belgium has proven to be a place where players can express themselves. So for Afriyie, this is really, really good. He's one player a lot of people are hoping to see in the squad, especially when Otto names it this week. Last one, I want to talk about Mohamed Salisu. Monaco has played 2 games. He's not in all those 2 games. What is happening? If he knows he's not going to get regular playing time, my brother, leave. Go and get playing time somewhere. Sign for a club on loan or something. Leave. I'm repeating this again. We are not going to call up a player who is a bench warmer. He's not even part of the squad. So what is happening to Mohamed Salisu? Big question. Monaco plays week in, week out in the French League, but then Salisu is nowhere to be found. But guys, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to bring you more updates concerning all these players. So please make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notifications. My name is Adam. I'll see you in the next one. Tally, we go vibe.